Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve Cambridge O-Level Mathematics Syllabus D Paper 2 for the session of May-June 2024, and we have the subject code is 4024 and the variant is 22. We have 2 hours 30 minutes for the paper, and the paper is carrying 100 marks. We have to use pi value 3.142, or we can use it as calculator, and we also have to provide answer in 3 significant figure or 1 decimal place. This was the important information related to the instruction of the question paper. We will start our question with question number 1. Okay, question number 1 is that oranges cost 1.45 dollar per kilogram. Asher buys 1.2 kg of oranges. Find the change he received from $10. This is the simple question. The cost of 1 kg is 1.45, and we need to calculate the cost for 1.2 kg. So we're gonna multiply 1.2 by 1.45. We would get the answer that is equal to 1.74 is the cost of 1.2 kg of orange. But we need to calculate the change he receives. So we need to subtract 10 minus 1.74. So he would get the change that is equal to $8.26. So we're gonna write our answer over here, 8.26. Moving to its B part. B part is that Maria pays a fee to sell strawberries at a market. Okay. Each day she pays 75 plus a payment. Okay. For the mass of strawberries she sells. The fee Maria pays per day is shown in the figure. Okay. One day Maria fee is $240. One day Maria fee is $240. Use the graph to find the mass of the strawberries that she sells. So we need to calculate by using the graph. So value of 250 we need to show from that is 200, that is 250, and one the 2 box before the 250 would be 240. 260, 270, 280, 290. This is 210, 220, 230, and 240. So it would be equal to 330. We can see from the graph 310, 320, and 330. So by using the graph, the mass would be 330 kg. This would be our final answer of this question. Moving to part 2. On Sunday, Maria sells 270 kilogram of strawberries. On Sunday, she sells 220 kg of strawberry. Find the total she weighs for these 2 days. So first we need to calculate at 270 and 220. 270 would be here, 250, and 270 would be here, and 220. 220 would be 210, 220. This would be 220. Okay, we need to match these values to the graph so we can calculate the total amount she need to pay. First we need to calculate for 270. 280, 290, 280, and 270. So this would be our point. and we need to show from here. Now we need to calculate for 220, for 210. Okay, for 210, this would be the value at 210 or 220, sorry. The value at 220 would be over here. $220, and we need to match it with our fee value. So this would be equal to 210, and this would be approximately equal to 185. So at 270 we have the 210 price, and for 220 we have the price 185. Okay, we need to add these two values, 210 plus 185. Our answer would be $395. So this is how we have calculated these values from the graph. Moving to its third part, the fee per day for Maria now increases. Each day she now pays 90 plus and a payment of $60 for every 100 kgs of strawberries she sells. On the grid, draw a line to represent this new fee when she sells 0 kg to 500 kilogram of strawberries. Okay. Okay, we need to make the graph for it. Over here we can see that. Okay, the hint in the question is that each day she now pays 90 plus a payment of 60. It means that if fees is 0, the mass would be 90, and if the fees is 100, it would be 150. If it 210, it would be 200. If it is 300, 270, 330 and 390, we would have 500, 400 and 300, the given values. We need to plot this line. Okay. Okay. Over here we have written mass, instead of over here we should written fees. Okay, when the fees is 90 or the mass is 0, we can plot the graph over here. And when the mass is 150, the fees would be when the mass is 150, and the fees would be like that. Okay, when the fees is 210 and the mass is 200. Okay, when the fees is 270 means over here the mass is 300. When the mass is 400, the fees is 330. And when the mass is 500, the fees is 390. So this would be our graph that we represent okay. Okay, so this is the graph we have shown on the grid graph. Okay, moving to part C, write the ratio 1.6 kg, 600 and 2.4 kg. We know that for the ratio we need to take the smallest unit, and the smallest unit we need to convert everything into grams. So by multiplying kg into grams, you by 1000, you can change it into grams. It would be 20 would cancel with 2 zeros. Then these two numbers come in. Then these three numbers come in the table of 2. So our final answer will be 8 ratio 3 ratio 12. So this was the simple question. Moving to question number 2. Question number 2 is that the diagram shows a fair spinner number from 1 to 5. The score in the number line lands on the spinner if spun once. Find the probability the score is 3. There is only 3 options, so probability would be 1 by 5. Total possibilities are 5. Possibility of even number. We know that 4 is even, 2 is even, so answer would be 2 by 5. Okay, the spinner is moving to next part. B part, the spinner is spun twice. The two scores are added together. Complete the possibility diagram to show all the outcomes. We know that 6 plus 3 would okay, 4 plus 3 would be 7, then 5 plus 3 would be 8. It would be 4 plus 1, 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9. Similarly, 5 plus 1, 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, and then 10. Find the probability that the outcome is 4. We know that outcome probability that are 4 are 1, 2, and 3. So there are 3 possibility and total possibilities are 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20, 25. So answer would be 3 by 25. Next part is find the probability that the outcome is greater than 6. Greater than 6 means 7, 8. Okay, I can put tick over here. Greater than 6. Greater than 6. You can count now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 out of 25 possibility, or you can simplify it to 2 by 5. So this was the question number 2. Moving to question number 3. Question number 3 is from the topic of everyday maths, exchange rate. Question number 3 states that the exchange rate between dollar and Malaysian ringgits MYR is $1 2.419. The exchange rate between dollar and Pakistani rupees is $1 is equal to 179.12 PKR. Find the exchange rate between Malaysian ringgits and Pakistani rupees. We know that 4.19 Malaysian ringgits would be equal to 179.12 PKR. So I'm gonna divide 1 Malaysian ringgit would be equal to 179.12 divided by 4.19. We get into the Pakistani rupees, that is equal to 42.75. So this would be our final answer. Moving to its B part, Farhad invests 1500 and accounting paying compound interest at a rate of 4% per year. Gulsan invests 1500 in an account paying simple interest at a rate X% per year. Farhad and Gulsan have the same amount of money in their accounts at the end of 2 years. This is the important information. They have the same amount of money at the end of the 2 year. Calculate the value of X. We know that compound interest have a formula that is equal to A is equal to P 1 plus R raised to power T, and the simple interest has a formula that is equal to amount is equal to principal 1 plus RT. Okay, we know that at the end of 2 years they would have the same value, so we're gonna equate them. P 1 plus R raised to power T equal to P 1 plus R T. We're gonna cancel P with P. Okay, now we need to substitute values. 1 plus interest was 4%, 4 by 100, and the time is 2 year. Over here it would be 1 plus R would be x by 100 and time period is 2. So after taking square and simplifying, this would be 1.086, and this would be 1 plus 2 gonna cancel with 100, it would be x by 50. So 1.086 minus 1 is equal to x by 50, then x is equal to 50 into 0.086. After multiplying 816. Okay, after multiplying it we get the answer that is equal to 4.08. so this would be our final answer, 4.08. Moving to question number 4. Question number 4 is the pattern and diagram is required. The diagram show the first 4 patterns in the sequence. We can see pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3 and pattern 4. Draw pattern 5 on the grid below. Okay, we need to draw the pattern in the same way that has already been shown in the paper. So this is the question of simply drawing the sequence, and the sequence over here is of triangular shape. Okay, first we need to count these 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 1 2 3 4 5. It means this triangle should have 9 places, and we can count from here. 1 okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this would be our diagram, and we should complete it to over here. Now we need to and the beauty of all these triangles are that one triangle is unshaded and other triangle is shaded. So we're gonna shade like that this triangle. After it, we need to know that these two triangles should be shaded. Actually it has a very light print, that's why I'm doing like that. Again you have to shade these 3 triangles. Now you need to shade this and this and this, and lastly this triangle. Okay, this is how we have completed the shaded portion of question number 4. Now is that complete the table. 1 2 3 4 5 6 for the pattern, and the number of triangles 1 square of 1, 2 square of 4, 3 square of 9, 4 over here it would be 25, and 6 square is 36. Okay, now next part is number of gray triangles 0 1 3, and then the triangle is pattern is 4. When the gray triangles are 1 2 3 4 5 6, so over here it would be 6, and when the pattern is 5, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so 1 2 3 and 3 6 and 10, it would be 10. We can look at the pattern. Over here the difference is 1, over here the difference is 2, then the difference is 3, then the difference is 4, then the difference would be 5. Number of white triangles 1 3 6, and you can see that the difference over here is 2, difference over here is 4, then the difference would be 2 difference, then 3, then difference would be 4, then difference would be 5, and then the difference would be 6. So this is how we have completed that pattern. Write an expression in terms of n for the total number of triangles in pattern n. So we know that the total number of triangles in the pattern n would be n square. We have already mentioned it. This formula for this is n square. Okay, write an expression in terms of n for the number of white triangles in we know that the ratio between 1 3 6, then 10 15 and 21. We need to take the difference. Over here the difference is 2, the difference is 3, the difference is 4, then the difference is 5, then the difference is 6. Over here the difference is 1, over here difference is 1 1 and 1. So we know that it would be a quadratic sequence because its second difference is similar, and the quadratic sequence should have a formula of an square plus bn plus c. Okay, these are the important values. Now you need to circle them. Okay, for the value of finding a n square plus b n, we need to find a, b and c first. Okay, we know that a would be equal to the last difference and dividing by the first sequence, so it would be 1 by 2. And for b value it should be equal to 3a plus b is equal to 1 plus 2 3, and then plus 1b is equal to, answer of it would be 2. 3a plus b is equal to 2. Now you need to solve it by putting the value of 1 by 2 of a here, then the value b would be 2 minus 3 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 2. Now we need to find the value of c. For value of c we can see a plus b plus c, and they are equal to the first value, that is 1, and value of a is, for value of b we have equal it to for first, and now we are finding the value for a plus b plus c. A we have calculated 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2, and plus c is equal to 1, and the c would be equal to 0. Now substituting these values over here, we get the answer 1 by 2 n square plus 1 by 2 n plus 0. So our final answer would be n square by 2 plus n over 2. So this was a very tricky question. The third term of the linear sequence is 34, and the fourth term and the eighth term of the same linear sequence is 14. So third term sequence is a plus 2d is equal to 34, and the eighth term, it means a plus 7d, it would be equal to 14. By subtracting you get the value minus 5d is equal to 20. then the value of D would be minus 4. Okay. Now you need to calculate the value of A. Value of A would be A is equal to minus 2D, or you can put over value over here, minus 2D plus 34. Then the value would be minus 2 into minus 4 plus 34, and the answer is A is equal to 42. Okay, you need to find the first term in the, okay, find the value of the first negative sequence. The value of the first term is this, and the value of the negative first negatives. Okay, we know that 8th term has a value of 14. Then the 9th term would be, subtracting by 4 would be 10. Then it would be 6. Then it would be 2. And then it would be minus 2. So this would be over first negative term of the sequence. So this is how we have completed this question. Moving to question number 5. Question number 5 is from the topic of transformation. Okay. Okay, first part is describe fully the single transformation that maps the shape A onto shape B. Okay, shape A onto shape B. We know that it is a reflection along the line y is equal to x, y is equal to minus x. We can say that the value, you can draw this line, this line, this line, over here, and over here. So this would be reflection along a line y is equal to minus x. So we can write reflection along a line y is equal to minus x. 1 mark would be awarded for reflection, 1 mark would be awarded for the equation that you have just write, y is equal to minus x. Next part is B. Shape A is mapped onto shape C by an enlargement of scale factor 3. Okay. Okay, two of the vertices of the shape are given, that is 2, 5 and 5, 2. Find the coordinates of the center of the enlargement. Okay, we need to find the coordinates for the center of the enlargement. Okay. First you need to draw these two vertices, 2, 5 and 5, 2. 2, 5 would be over here. 2, 5. And then you need to draw 5, 2. 5, 2 over here. And you know that this shape has been enlarged by the scale factor of 2. So it means that this should be above by 2 lines, then it should be above by 6 lines. So over here it would be 5, 8 by, because this is enlargement, so over here it is 5, 2. Then these are the two boxes, and then you need to multiply by 3. By multiplying by 3 you get 6, and adding 2 and plus 6 would get 5 and 8. Okay, Now you need to draw other point as well. This is 2 5, then the box would be 2 8, because this is same way. There is a difference of 1. By enlarging into the factor of 3, you're gonna multiply by 3, so you're gonna draw it. Now you need to plot these points. It would be like that. So this would be our enlarged factor. Okay, there is a second part of this question that you need to find the center of the enlargement as well. So you're gonna join this line by this line. And you also need to join these two lines as well, this point and this point. You also need to join these 2 points as well. You also need to join this point and this point as well, and you can see that they are all passing through the same point, so it means this is our center of enlargement, that is equal to -4 and 5. -4 and 5. So the next part is find the area of the shape C. Okay, this was our shape C, and we know that it is the shape of the trapezium. You're gonna multiply A is equal to 1 over 2 sum of parallel side. This is 3, this is 6, so 3 plus 6, and multiply by height, and the height was 3, so you get the answer, that is 13.5 units. Okay, moving to the other part of the question, that is transformation T is represented by the matrix 0 minus 1. Now you can see transformation T maps shape A onto shape D on the grid. Draw the shape D. Okay. We know that this is our scale factor, and we need to multiply the coordinates of the diagram A, and the A diagram has the coordinates like that. -1 and 4, and it would be -6 -1. I'm writing these coordinates. Okay, -2 and 5, -2 and +6. Okay, you're gonna multiply this, you get the value -4 -1 -6 -1 -5 -2 and -6 and -2. Now you need to plot these values as well. On this -4 -1, -4 on x-axis, and on y-axis it would be -1. So this would be our point, -4 and -1. The next point is -6 and -1. -6 and -1, this would be our point. Next point is -5 and -2, -5 and -2, this would be our point. Next point is -6 and -2, so this would be our point. So you need to draw this. This would be our shape D. Okay, now it says that describe the fully, you can see as well, Okay, you have plotted this point. The next part is describe fully the single transformation represented by the matrix 0 1 and minus 1 0. It is rotation of 90-degree anti-clockwise about the origin zero zero. It means x y, then it would be minus y and x. Okay, you can see that the shape is rotated to anti-clockwise 90 degree. Moving to next question, question number 6. Question number 6 is from the topic of sets. In the Venn diagram, shade the region represented by P intersection Q. And for P intersection Q, both these elements would be shaded. So it would be like that. Next part is B part. Use set notation to describe the shaded region in the Venn diagram. So we know that x intersection y is not shaded, so we're gonna take the complement of this. Part C. Universal set is given 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Set A is a factor of 40 and the factor of 40 would be 1 2 4 5 8 and 10. Okay, x is an odd number would be 1 3 5 7 and 9. Okay. Complete the Venn diagram. So both these have the common 1 5 3 7 9, or over here it would be 2 8 and 4 and 6 would be here. Okay, list the element of A complement intersection B. A complement intersection B, it means that A complement means all the elements excluding A, and these are 3 7 and 9, and when taking with the complement with B, so our answer will be 3 7 and 9. One element of universal set is chosen at random. Find the probability that the element is A intersection B. So it would be 2 by 10 and the probability would be 1 by 5. Because intersection was carrying only 2 elements, 1 5, that's why we have taken 2. Moving to question number 7, that is from the algebra. Solve x by 3 is equal to 7, then x is equal to 7 into 3, x is equal to 21. Solve 6x minus 5 is equal to 2x plus 6 equal, that would be equal to 6x minus 2x, then 6 plus 5, then 4x is equal to 11, then x is equal to 11 by 4, or you can write x is equal to 2 whole 3 by 4. Next part is factorize 3x squared minus 2x minus 8. We know that the midterm breaking, we're gonna do that. 3 multiplied by 8 would be 24. We need to find two pairs that are multiplied. The answer should be minus 24, and when we add them the answer will be minus 2. So these would be minus 6 and plus 4. So 3x squared minus 6x plus 4x minus 8, you're gonna take the common 3x from here, x minus 2, then 4 common, x minus 2, your answer would be 3x plus 4, and x minus 2. Moving to its other part, D part, ax plus b whole square is equal to 4x square minus 12x plus c. Given that a is greater than 0, find the value of each a, b and c. Okay. You're gonna take the square of ax square. It would be a square x square plus 2axb, then it would be plus b square. It would be equal to 4x square minus 12x plus c. Now you need to compare the coefficient of x square, then a square is equal to 4. The value of a would be plus minus 2, but a is greater than 2, so we're gonna take a is equal to positive 2. Okay. For the value of b, 2ab is equal to minus 12, and the value of a we already find, that is 2, b minus 12, then b is equal to minus 12 by 4, then the answer would be is equal to minus 3. Value of c, would be equal to b square is equal to c. It would be minus 3 square is equal to c. It would be c is equal to 9. So the value of c is 9. So this was an easy question, but examiner had tried something new for the first time. Moving to question number 8. Question number 8 is from the topic of mensuration. Volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square. H volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Curved surface area of the cone is pi r l. Surface, all the formulas are given in the paper. A solid is formed by placing a cone on the top of the hemisphere. The cone and the hemisphere have the radius r. The height of the solid is 10 cm. The curved surface area of the hemisphere is 145 cm square. Show that r is equal to 4.80. Correct to 2 decimal places. So we already know that 2 pi r square is equal to, because this is the formula that is given, for 2 pi r square is equal to 145, and value of r square would be 145 over 2 pi. So after dividing, we get the value of r, that is 145 over 2 pi, that is equal to 4.8. So this we need to show. So hence we have shown, that is r is equal to 4.8 centimeter. Next part is calculate the volume of the solid. Okay. If this is radius, then this would also be radius. This would be equal to 4.8. Then 10 minus 4.8 would be equal to 5.2, the height of the cone. So we're gonna subtract 10 minus 4.8, would get 5.2. Okay. Now the volume is equal to volume of hemisphere plus volume of cylinder, that is equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube, and volume of cylinder would be 1 by 2 pi r square multiplied by height, that is just we find out 5.2. After solving it, we get the value 231.623 plus 125.463, and the answer is 357.09. So this would be our final answer, 357.09, or you can write 357.1 as well. Moving to its third part, calculate the curved surface area of the cone. You need to draw a diagram. 5.2, this was 5.2, and this is 4.8. You need to apply the Pythagoras theorem to find the value of L. it would be equal to L square is equal to 5.2 square plus 4.8 square equal to 7.1 centimeter. So this would be 7.1. And we know that formula for the curved surface area of cone is pi RL. So we're gonna multiply pi 4.8 and the value of L is 7.1. We get the value 107.1 centimeter square. Moving to its B part. B part is that the diagram shows two, this is a technical question. The diagram shows two sectors of a circle. Sector A has angle X and radius Y. The angle of sector B is 20% smaller than the angle of sector A. The radius of the sector B is 20% longer than the radius of the sector A. Calculate the area of sector B as a percentage of the sector B. So we know that sector A has the information sector A and sector B. Sector A, we know that the angle is X and over here the angle is 20% less, that is equal to 0.8x. And the radius of sector Y is Y and it is 20% greater, so the radius would be 1.2 Y. Now we need to find the percentage of sector B area to sector A. So area of B divided by area of A multiplied by 100. So sector area of B would be 0.8x over 360 multiplied by pi and r square 1.2 y square. And for the area of sector B, it would be x over 360 multiplied by pi over y square. Okay. We're gonna cancel 360 by 360 from x with pi and with y square with y square. Now we will left with 0.8 into 1.2 square and over here on multiply by 100, we get the value 115.2. So our answer would be 115.2. So this was a tricky question. Moving to question number 9. Okay. Question number 9 is that a shop sells two varieties of apple tree. The cumulative frequency diagram show the heights in meter of 80 variety of tree. Use the diagram to estimate the median. We know that the total values are 80. So the median would be the central value and it would be 1 by 2 of 80 value, it would be 40th value. So we need to find the 40th value from the graph. And you can see from the graph 40th value when matches with it. It would be 1.31, 32 and 33 approximately. It is equal to 1.33 meter. Okay. The 30th percentile. 30th percentile, 30 divided by 100 multiplied by 80, 0 with 0, 0 with 0 and 24. We need to find the value at 24th Okay, this is again done from the graph. 20 to 24. 22, 24. And from the graph, you need to plot it as well. So it would be 1.29 and it would be 1.28. So the value at 30th percentile is 1.28. Okay. The next part is trees with a height greater than y are graded in class 1. 2 by 5 for trees are graded at class 1. So 2 by 5 into 80, that is equal to 32, and the value would be remaining 80 minus 32 would be 48. So we need to find the value at 48 value. Again, this is done from the graph. This would be over 48 value. It would be 1.4, 1.5 and approximately 1.3, 1.34, 35 and 1.36. So this value would be 1.36. Okay, complete the frequency table for the height of the variety of 8 trees. Okay. For 1.1 to 1.2 the value is 6. Okay, from 1.2 to 1.3 the value is 24, and from 1.3 to 1.4 you need to calculate those values, and this value would be equal to 18. How you get this? This would be 76 minus 58. Okay, you need to take it to 76 then minus 58. Okay, sorry, there is some mistake. It would be 28, and this value is subtracted from 58 minus 30. Then this value is 18. This is subtracted from 76 minus 58, and this value is 4. It is subtracted from 80 minus 76 value. So all those values are calculated from the graph. First value was given for 6 value, then 6 plus 24 was 30th. First we have to show at 6, then we have to show at 30, then we need to go to up to 58 value, and 58 value would be over here. Then after that we need to go to 76, then we need to go to 80. So this is how we have calculated the graph. Moving to part B, the frequency table show the height of the variety B trees. 1.5 H, 1.7 P, 1.7 H, 1.8, 1.8 and P and Q. Use the midpoint of the intervals to estimate the height of the varieties of B trees, that is equal to 1.81 meter. Calculate the value of P and Q. So this is the question where we need to calculate. If we find the midpoint would be equal to 1.6, and 1.7 plus 1.8 then divide by 2, it would be 1.75. 1.8 plus 1.9 divided by 2, it would be 1.85. Then it would be 2.1. Okay, now we need to find f of x. F of x would be 1.6p it would be 1.75 multiplied by 15, the answer would be 26.25. 17 multiplied by 1.85, it would be 31.45, then it would be 2.1 cube. We know the formula for the mean, that is equal to summation of f of x equal to summation of f, or total value. Summation mean value is given, that is equal to 1.81, and summation of f of x would be 1.6 p plus 26.25 plus 31.45 plus 2.1 cube, and the total values are 50. After multiplying 50 by 1.81, 50 into 1.81 and 1.6p plus 2.1 q, and adding those two values we get the value 57.7. Our answer would be like that: 1.6 p plus 2.1 q, we get the value 32.8. You need to subtract this value from these two values after multiplying it. Okay. We already know that the sum of values are equal to 50. So we need to find another equation, that is 50p plus 15 plus 17 plus q is equal to 50. Then p plus q would be equal to 18. P plus q would be equal to 18, and you can take the value of p from here, 18 minus q, and you need to substitute this value into that equation. It would be 28.8 minus 1.6 q plus 2.1 q equal to 32.8. It would be equal to 0.5 q, and 32.8 minus 28.8, you get the value q is equal to 4 over 0.5, and 4 over 0.5 would be 8. Now you need to put this value over here. P is equal to 18 minus q, and q value is 8, and 18 minus 8 would be 10. So the value of p is 10 and the value of q is 8. So this was the final answer. Moving to question number 10. The diagram shows a pentagon. Calculate the interior angle of B. We know that the formula for the pentagon or any side of polygon is pi minus 2 into 180, that is equal to 540 degree. You need to calculate this value, and value of this would be angle B plus 106 plus 148 plus 120 plus 79 equal to 540, and this value would be angle B is equal to 540 minus 453, and answer would be 87 degree. So value of B is 87 degree. Moving to its B part. In the pentagon, AE is 8 centimeter and AD is 15 centimeter. If I can draw, AE is 8 and AD is 15. Okay, calculate the length of ED. You need to calculate this length, that is ED. and you need to apply the cosine rule over here. AD square is equal to AE square plus ED square minus 2AE into ED, or cosine of 120 degree. So you're gonna put this value 15 square is equal to 8 square plus x square minus 2 into 8 into x into cos of 120 degree. So it would be like that. 15 square is 225 is equal to 64 plus x square, and this would be equal to plus 8x. After solving, this would be x square plus 8x minus 161 equal to 0. Now applying the quadratic equation over here, x is equal to minus 8 plus minus b square minus 4ca divided by 2a. We get the answer, that is minus 8 plus minus 708 over 2. Okay, you get the value, that is equal to minus 4 plus under root 177. We take the value plus because x cannot be negative, so after solving it, it would be 9.3. So 9.3 would be our final answer over here. Moving to the last question of this paper, that is from the topic of coordinate geometry. Q is the point n minus 4, R is the point minus 1, 8, and S is the point 3, 2. The length of QR is 13 units. Find two possible values of n. Okay, we need to apply the distance formula. x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square and the length is given, that is 13, and minus 1 minus n square plus 8 plus 4 square, and you get the value, that is equal to 13 square minus 1 minus n square and 12 square. It would be 169 minus 144 and 1 plus n square. You take the minus 1 square common, then it would be positive, and over here it would be 25. 1 plus n square, taking square root of both sides, 1 plus n is equal to plus minus 5. So there would be two values, 1 plus n is equal to 5 and 1 plus n is equal to minus 5. It would be n is equal to 4 and it would be n is equal to minus 6. So 4 and minus 6 would be our answer here. RST is a straight line and RS ratio RT is 2:5. Find the coordinates of T. Okay, we are given RS over RT, that is equal to 2/5, and we're gonna cross multiply it. 5 RS would be equal to 2 RT, and value of 5 would be S minus R, and therefore the value of R, it would be T minus R. After solving, 5s minus 5r, then 2t minus 2r, our values would be 5s minus 5r plus 2r is equal to 2t, and it would be 5s minus 3r, that is equal to 2t. And we have already been given the value of s and r. You can see from here the value of s is also given, the value of r is also given, so you're gonna substitute values over here. 5s means 3 2, and minus 3r means minus 1 and 8, and you get the value that is equal to 2t. After multiplying, it would be 15 and 10, and this would be plus 3 and minus 24, that is equal to 2t. After solving, it would be 18 minus 14 divided by 2, it would be 9 minus 7. So this would be our final answer, 9 minus 7. Moving to last part of this question paper, that is C. Find the equation of the perpendicular. Okay, now you can see find the equation of the perpendicular bisector RS. We know that the value of R is minus 1 and 8, and the value of S is 3 and 2. You need to find the midpoint. Midpoint is equal to of RS would be minus 1 plus 3 divided by 2, then 2 plus 8 divided by 2. It would be 1 and 5. Now you need to calculate the gradient. Gradient is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it would be 2 minus 8 and 3 plus 1. You get the value minus 6 and 4, and it is equal to minus 3 by 2. And slope of perpendicular gradient would be, slope of perpendicular, it would be reciprocal and multiplying it by negative, it would be 2 by 3. Now substitute these values into this equation. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus 5, you need to put the value of midpoint over here, and 2 by 3 x minus x1. Now you need to cross multiply it. It would be 3y minus 15 is equal to 2x minus 2, and this would be equal to 3y is equal to 2x plus 13. So your answer would be 3y is equal to 2x plus 13, or you can write as well y is equal to 2 by 3x plus 13 by 3. It's your choice. Either way the answer will be correct. So this is how we have done this paper. If you do have any queries related to this paper, you can ask in the comment section. This paper has lot of logical and some tricky question as well. You can ask in the comment section if you did not grasp any of the question. Do like the video and share with your friends who need help in these topics, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you so much for watching it. Allah Hafiz.